schedule around.
I would agree. At least at 8 o'clock.
I am here or I'm not. Funny thing is you tend to not start until I get here, which means you're waiting on me. So if I'm here or not, it's up to you, boys.
I was
What I
chatting
see
ahead.
here, what I see here is I see Dolan standing in his kitchen, long way away. I see Eric driving to the office. I see Jim hanging on his couch.
Well, driving to closing.
Oh, I see the top of Heather's head. There's the whole head. There it is.
I'm at the hospital right now.
How's your mom doing?
Very slow. Very slow.
Improving or
No, yeah.
well, fingers crossed. Well, it's Monday, which means we have 2 days that we haven't talked to each other. So what's happened in the last 2 days? What are your wins, your celebrations? Something you're just dang proud of.
I hosted my first open house on Saturday.
Love that. How'd it go?
Two people came in. I got some pretty good feedback, but not sure where it goes from here. I'm still I need to get Liz's stuff back to her and keep on moving forward. Plan next weekend.
Love that. The one thing about open houses is you can't stop doing them. You got to continue to do open houses to get better at them and get more clients. I love that. Other wins and celebrations.
I got 2 buyer clients over the weekend.
There you go. Where they come from?
One was referral. The other one was realtor.
Nice. Nice. I have a buyer client coming into town to look at houses in Sierra Vista, so I'm going to need a partner in Sierra Vista to help show
Always
houses.
something for you to.
So it's a buddy of mine referred a friend in the Navy that's coming to Fort Huachuca, which I think is strange because that's not a Navy base.
Not
You guys
a,
have an ocean out there.
We have naval aircraft here, though.
Aren't naval aircraft everywhere?
yeah.
They're like cockroaches. You can't get rid of them.
Darn seaman.
I got to talk to Michelle Ripley at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday.
Geez, that didn't take long for you to bring up.
Did I get to talk to you? I loved it. I also got to talk to one of our other agents that was freaking out about Transact.
It was pissing me off this weekend.
Were you getting the error of key 0200? This key
That and I wrote a contract this weekend and it kept changing my dates, like the closing date and like the response time date. So I just ended up leaving it blank and writing over it. But when it changed the response time date, I didn't even realize the third time and I had to do an addendum for that.
That's annoying.
It just kept going back to the first. Like I would put like any date and then it would just go back to the first of whatever month. But on that note, wrote 2 contracts this weekend, had a closing on Friday, and met 2 more buyers this weekend as well.
Nice. I emailed Lone Wolf and see if I can't get answers. They said it's a known issue that they're working on. All right.
They keep sending me a sign-in code for some reason too in my email.
That's weird.
Yeah, every time I log in, it requires a verification code. It's annoying.
But I'm not even logging in though. I've gotten 2 and I haven't like had to log in. I don't know.
Good. We'll get back to that in a minute. What do you got, Max? You got a win on there? Your yellow tank top.
No, I was just gonna say that, if it makes errors and it won't, fix it, just put a text box over the error and you can modify it in the signings.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. But it's still annoying.
Still annoying.
Got one.
All right, is that all of our wins?
I got 2. I got 1.
What's your wins?
So I did 2 experimental posts on social media yesterday. They have reached over 1,000 interactions on it, and I have 10 buyer and 5 seller appointments off of those, like 2,000 interactions.
There you go.
What a good segue. I was going to share a little aha moment I had with a friend of mine that shared a little tip with me on social media. He said, because what I was doing is I was searching people's birthdays and I was posting happy birthday to everybody. He said, no, change that to a message. And he goes, and all your people that are friends, he goes, spend 10 minutes a day, find somebody in your friends list, go to their friends and friend 5 of their friends. And he goes, it'll build your network. And he goes and interact with those people see your posts, etc. I'm like, that's actually kind of a good idea.
By genius.
Almost goes into the question we asked last week. Who do you know that I need to know?
Yeah, heck yeah.
There you go. In this business, there is no better alternative than exposure, right? Visibility is often better than ability.
Amen.
Or visibility is the best ability. Because people forget you exist. Like you guys were scared I had died because I wasn't here at 8:00 on the dot.
Yeah, do better.
Guys, I don't log in until 8:00 on the dot, which takes my computer time and seconds. So if you guys can forget about me 1 minute into the day, what's going on in your spheres of influence? Do people remember who you are? Do they remember you're in real estate? Or is it an afterthought? I want people to remember me in times of emergency. I want to be the people that are struggling first thought, because then you hold a high presence in their mind because they don't have the ability to think anything else. They're like, I need a realtor, damn.
It's so funny. I went to a family reunion yesterday, and it's like the side of the family that I barely know anybody. And they all come from like drywall contractors and like hay hauling truckers and stuff like that. And every single one of them, I didn't know who these people were. Didn't even know their name, didn't know the relationship or who they're related to or whatever. Oh, you're in real estate, aren't you? I'm like, yes, I am.
That kind of leans into what I want to talk about today. Is it hard to make calls?
No.
No. Is it hard to connect with people?
No.
Is it hard to sit down and chisel out 2 hours of your day to do lead generation?
Yes.
There's the first true answer we've had.
Yes, 100%.
Mhm.
Because if calls were hard, right? You said no. Why aren't you making them? If calling people in your life wasn't hard, then why aren't you doing it? Michelle was the first one to be honest and say that 2 hours in a day to sit down and lead generate, it's hard. Well, there's a book out there. It's actually right there on my shelf. It's called How Full Is Your Bucket? Anyone ever read it? Heard about it? It's a simple book. It's a juvenile book. It's almost a book for kids that talks about your bucket. Your bucket is this imaginary well of willpower. Not William power, willpower, right? The ability to make decisions, the ability to do something. When someone says, oh, that person's got a strong will, you know that they can't be shook, right? Well, your willpower, just like a tank in your vehicle, is filled with gas, or in a couple of your battery, right? When your battery is fully charged, doesn't it seem to run better? Fresh tank of fuel, doesn't your vehicle seem to run better? It's because you have a full bucket. So when your bucket is full, you're able to do a lot more. Every decision you make, everything you do, either adds or withdraws from that bucket of willpower. In the morning, it's often easier for most of us to avoid carb-rich, sugarish, fat stuff, the tasty things that we're not supposed to eat. We find ourselves being able to say no to them in the morning, but come 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, how difficult is it? Right? That's because your willpower is gone. Every decision, every choice you make strips you of a little willpower. The bigger the decision, the bigger the withdrawal. the harder the task is for you mentally, the bigger the withdrawal. So someone tell me something you do not like to do that's part of your normal day. And I don't want to hear lead generation, lead follow-up. Just something that you hate doing, like doing the dishes or taking out the trash or making your bed. Something you hate doing.
Working out at night.
Laundry.
Laundry. Okay. Working out at night. Trey, would it be easier for you to work out in the morning if your schedule allowed it?
Yeah, for sure.
Why is that?
Because I can knock it out before I start my day. I would need to wake up earlier, and I hate waking up earlier.
Yeah. Okay, laundry. Why do we do laundry at night, right? Because it's an afterthought. It's something we have to get done. I hate laundry. Well, what if you did your laundry in the morning? Would it be easier?
No.
Eric, your wife does your laundry. Shut up.
Yeah.
But if you've got a hard task, and it's usually, people talk about it, it's like at the end of the day, right? It's the end of the day. I don't want to do this. Right? Your laundry's undone. It's 8 o'clock at night. Are you doing it? No, you're probably pushing it off to the next day. And now it's behind all of your other daily tasks. Well, you're not alone. Every human being, every one of us, you, me, Mikey, and everyone in between here, is reluctant to do things that don't bring us joy. Going to the office, wearing pants. These things struggle. And the more we do things that are hard for us mentally, the less likely we are to do them later in the day. So now let's think about some stuff with our business. What are some things with our business that we avoid? Because it's not fun to do.
Prospecting.
Prospecting.
Lead generation, the core of our business.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's rooted in rejection. Nobody likes rejection. Maybe Eric.
Oh, we're not gonna go there.
It's weird. It's weird, dude.
That's a therapy session.
That's a therapy session. But when we have something that we don't want to do, something that's just not naturally fun for us, then it needs to be earlier in your calendar, earlier in your day, earlier in your month. Because you have more willpower to be able to handle it. I've only ever met one person that was a true night owl. That 11 o'clock at night, her willpower was at its strongest. 7 o'clock in the morning, don't talk to her. Mikey, Mara may still remember her, Tess. Remember Tess? Yeah, Tess was an absolute night owl. Never saw her on the call, but she would comment on the YouTube because she'd be up at 2 o'clock in the morning working on lead generation stuff because it's just how her brain worked. Most of us are morning people. We have to be because, well, we function in the daytime. We're not afraid of garlic, if you know what I mean. And we have reflections, most of us. So your willpower starts the moment you wake up, right? You ever had to force yourself out of bed? How did the rest of that day go? All downhill because the biggest thing you had to do is get out of bed. And that was a huge decision. It was a hard lift because you mentally put strain on it. And now the rest of the day, you are adopting this half a step behind all day.
Usually that's rooted in a prior behavior of not going to bed early enough.
That's usually rooted in something you did the day before, or a decision you made, or something you consumed, which is all okay. I'm not telling you not to live your life. I'm just telling you that these actions strip away this magical ability to do the hard things. So with Mondays, I want you to see Mondays as the reset of that bucket, right? Sundays we plan, Mondays we work. What are the biggest, hardest, scariest, hairiest tasks you have to do this week? Is that something you should plan for Thursday and Friday? Or is that something you should get knocked out Monday and Tuesday?
Get it out of the way.
It's not even getting out of the way. It's getting it done when you're the highest and best of your ability. One thing for me is what we call front load. I love front loading my week. It's the hardest and heaviest task I need to do up front. Can you guys guess what my busiest day of the week is?
Thursday.
Monday.
Friday.
Okay. It's Tuesday, actually. I don't schedule myself a lot of stuff on Monday because a lot of people have emergencies from the weekend and I need space to take care of them. Tuesday is the day that I plan myself the heaviest load. Why don't I do that on Thursday? Well, have you ever gone to lunch with me on a Friday?
Mm-mm.
My brain is mush.
Mm-mm.
Right? I'm done. I'm frustrated. I'm fried. I'm human, guys. I have a will bucket that's pretty strong. It's pretty deep. And I've learned to fill my own well sometimes. But at the end of the day, at the end of the week, I'm not there. I am not at the best of my abilities to do those hard tasks.
Right.
And funny enough, sometimes the things that you avoid doing is the actual job you need to do. Like this weekend, I had some tasks, had some things. It's always on the back burner. It's always I'll take care of it when I get to it. Not, you know what? Let's make a plan to just get it done. Usually the energy of avoiding it costs you more than the action of actually doing it. My workbench in my garage has become a stacking spot for the family for the last 6 months.
That's like my toolbox in the garage. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I didn't know what kind of condition the wood was anymore. I hadn't seen it in so long. So I told my wife Saturday night, I said, hey, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up earlier. Or actually, whenever I wake up, I said, whenever I wake up, I'm going down to the garage and I'm going to put some time in getting my workbench fixed. I got some parts coming in for Sydney's truck that I need to use my workbench for, so I need to have it cleaned and ready. So I spent 3 hours in the garage Sunday morning just cleaning off the workbench and putting tools away. Not a very heavy lift for me, but priority-wise, very low, right? Out of sight, out of mind. But it becomes one of those things that when I needed it, it wasn't there. The tool I was looking for wasn't there because things weren't put away. They just became stashed and stored. So sometimes the things that you're avoiding may not cause you harm now, but as you're piling on and doing more and more of this, let me do it later, you've created this mountain that you now have to clear before you get back to level. So if you don't want to do it, schedule it for earlier in a day where you have the willpower to do it. Even tough conversations. There are people in your life that drain you, but they have to be in your life. So schedule conversations with them early. Early in the week, early in the day. It's probably why I meet with Jake every Monday. He gets the best of me. Because if Jake and I meet on Thursday, there's going to be some F-bombs thrown around Jake's office. Willpower is not a non-renewable resource, right? It's something that you can fill your bucket. So on the other side of every activity, every decision, every choice, every action you make that's against what you like to do zaps you of your willpower. So hold it true the other side of things, right? Is there somebody in your world that you talk to that when you get off the phone, you feel better? You feel elated, energized, excited, right? Oh man, that was great. Love that. Your bucket was full. They poured into you. Maybe it's an activity. Maybe it's a task. Maybe it's a place. I know some people that go and they go camp, or they go and do a bike ride or do something that helps them recenter, refocus, fill their own bucket. If you're not taking time to do that for yourself, or scheduling someone else to do it for you, like a massage or a mani-pedi or, you know, facial. Girls know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys do, right? Go pamper yourself a little bit. You feel burned out. You feel exhausted. So we need to schedule the hard work, the heavy lifts, but we also need to schedule in the reset, the refresh. So what are some things you guys like to do to reset, to refill your bucket? Let's think about a 5-minute task. What's super simple thing you can do to refill your bucket?
Close the deal.
Jim can close a deal in 5 minutes. Fantastic.
I'm saying if I did, I'd feel pretty good.
I'd feel pretty good too. Right?
Get up and
Michelle
walk
says,
around, yes.
what was that, Audra?
Get up and take a walk.
Okay, Audra likes to take a walk. I'm the same way, right? I'll be in my office for a few hours and I'll get up, just walk around the office and have a little, I call it the shenanigans loop. Walk around the building, say hi to people, have a little bit of shenanigans, high five some people, get back
I've
to
seen this in person.
yeah. It's just me having some shenanigans. I will go interrupt somebody's morning to fill my bucket up, right? That's just me giving some love, right? Michelle says taking a weekend away with her love. Right? I'd take a weekend away with your love too. He's handsome. That's what you do. Like my wife, I call it best friend days. My wife and I will spend time together doing random chores, driving around town, taking care of stuff, dropping off things. Like the other day, we had 4 different houses that we had to do something at. So her and I we called it the best friend day. And that was super recharging. Radio was off, book was off. It was just her and I talking and laughing and joking around. And it's a way for me to fill my bucket. Other times, and I'll tell you this, it's frequent. Other times I need isolation. I need the absolute removal of stimulus because I have too much of it. Sitting in a dark room quietly. My wife and I, when we first got together, she thought it was super weird. I would just sit there on the couch. The TV's off, the lights are off, and I'm just sitting there. And she's like, you're being creepy. I'm like, no, I'm just hanging out. And then she realized I might be sitting in the dark, but what I'm doing is I'm letting my day play in my mind. I'm letting everything run from my head to my toes and then go away. That is a decompression thing that I've learned is I get to recap my day. I get to reset. If I've had a really specifically tough day, I need a little bit more downtime.
Yeah.
And that's good. But that's something I know that I need. My wife, complete opposite. She needs to talk it out. And that usually happens at 9:30 at night when I'm trying to fall asleep and she just has things to talk about. And I love her to death. And I'll never falter for this, but I know that's how she decompresses. So I make room in my world for that. But there are some days that I can't do it. And she knows I can't. And she'll say, we'll talk in the morning. And I laugh because I'm awake 4 hours before she is. So I will have 4 hours of downtime to be able to then, and we have this saying in our house, receive my wife's words, right? Are you ready to receive my words? Think of it that way as you'll start looking at conversations differently. But what are you doing to ensure that you have this gas tank, this battery of willpower to be able to accomplish the things that you're avoiding? It could be a daily thing. It could be a weekly thing. It could be a monthly thing. The bigger the withdrawal, the larger you need a refill. Or if you've got 5 or 6 meetings back to back to back to back, set yourself 15 minutes for shenanigans. Go take a walk, call a friend, watch a cat video, do something that's going to help reset you and make you laugh or make you feel good. But think about that today is what have you been avoiding? What thing in your business have you been avoiding? This heavy lift, this hard thing. And are you trying to accomplish it too late in your day or too late in your week? If you take the weekend off, Monday is probably a reset for you. Like me, I do not work very much on the weekends. I work a lot during the week. But if I have a super busy weekend where I'm on Friday and Saturday and Sunday all day, I will take a day off during the week because, again, downtime, fresh horses win races. But look at your life, look at your personal life, your professional life, your family, your love, the things that you've been putting off that are starting to pile up, become this mountain that you have to clear. Where are they living in your calendar? Are they living on your calendar? Or are they suffering underneath the stack of I'll get to it? Sometimes a task can be done right away and sometimes it can't. But I'll tell you, things left undone do not go away. What are your thoughts for today? The 4 of you on the call, the rest of you that are sleeping.
Try to figure out what it is I'm not doing. Because I've been getting in the habit of just doing the things that I don't want to do. Just do it. So I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Every time we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else. So maybe it's something you're saying yes to, not no to.
I never thought about it that way.
Maybe it's something you are doing that's causing an issue or causing a blip.
My calendar is plagued with that.
So Michelle says there is definitely something that she's been putting off that she will do today. If you care to share, put it in the chat. If not, hold it true to yourself. I'll tell you, things get done when you make it accountable. Do you think I could have gotten through my 72-hour fast if I didn't tell the world about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
No.
I do too. But I believe I told enough people that I didn't want to let you down. Do you think that helped?
Probably.
Yes.
Absolutely. There are days, guys, seriously, there are days I don't want to wear a purple shirt on Tuesdays. Seriously. Because I don't like my purple shirts nearly as much as I like my black ones. But I wear them because I don't want to let people down. I've told enough people about my life and the things that I do. I don't want to let people down. Most importantly, me. So, come up with something, throw it in the group chat. Let others celebrate and win with you. Celebrate and hold you accountable. It's not a bad thing to have people know what goals you're trying to accomplish. The wrong people will get in way of your goals. The right people will put fuel in your tank. I guarantee it. You find the right tribe, they will push you to success. Or in some of your cases, drag you kicking and screaming.
Sounds about right.
But that's the beautiful thing about being surrounded by people that want to see you win. Is we genuinely want to see each other win. There's a little jealousy out there. I know. I get it. I see it. But ultimately, if you tell me, Dan, I want to do this, let's go do it. Fantastic. How can I help you get there? So let's go find a win today, shall we?
Yeah.